Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Courtney. Um, I decided I would definitely wanted to get a video, give you guys a story time by the end of this year. So it is officially New Year's Eve. I'm filming exactly on New Year's Eve. But because me and my little hubby decided to take a few day vacation to an Airbnb, we are actually in an Airbnb. Um, so this is where I'm filming from right now, and he actually forgot to bring his laptop. So even though I'm recording it tonight, it will be uploaded the next day. So but I did promise I'm gonna record. um Excuse me. I definitely um am also going to be doing a few TikToks, and I'm going to be doing a couple try-ons. I recently went to Gabe's these past few weeks. I don't know if about y'all, but I go shopping everywhere. I go online, I go to Ross's, I go to Gabe's. If it's a nice thrift store, I like to thrift if I can find a good one. But for the most part, I've been really hitting up Gabe's and Ross's. I've been finding some really nice jackets, coats, pants, like outfits, cute little outfits, because you know it's getting cold out here. And even if it's cold, your girl got to make sure she look cute as always. So I definitely going to be doing also another video. I'm going to be uploading a little try on haul kind of thing, and just giving you guys a few new pieces that I bought, and I hope you guys like them and think they're cute, because I really think that they're cute. And also I'm trying to think if I feel like I want to do a mini vlog too. I know I was not able to upload the last one when I was in Tennessee. It was just so much going on, and honestly, I did not get enough footage, so I just didn't feel right like uploading it. Like, if I'm gonna give you guys like content, I want it to be at top tier, you know. So I get it. No, nothing's perfect, but for my first vlog, I really wanted to be special. But I definitely wanted to do a little, maybe a New Year's vlog. I feel like tomorrow is going to be 2025, so I'm not really sure. I might do like just a little mini vlog and show you guys a little tour of the Airbnb. But yeah, that's that. And excuse my nails, I'm going to do them a little later. So yeah, let's get right into this video, because I know I've been doing a lot of other videos in story times, but I feel like I've kind of left this at the wayside with the whole ex-hubby thing. So ew, I don't like saying ex-hubby. See, it's not my hubby. But yes, the whole ex-husband thing. And you know, this is kind of leaving off where you know, Bimbo, baby mama, California's baby mama, pulls up to our job. She called herself trying to threaten somebody, and you're not putting any fear in my heart, baby. And smacked the taste out of California's mouth. And she's supposed to be pregnant. She's like due to give birth, like at this time she was due to give birth in like a few more months, a couple more months. And she's running around acting a fool, chasing us around town, pulling up to the job, stalking us everywhere we go, following us around town. And you know, of course, I did find out later on that California was cheating and messing around with her, but he had brought it to my attention, came crawling back like a little puppy, pretty much saying that, you know, she was starting to put him on child support because he didn't want to be with her anymore and he wanted to be with me, all this other mess. But I decided to keep my eyes on Bimbo because she may be a little delulu and crazy. We all have been there, but unfortunately not on her level. But yeah, I decided to keep tabs on her because I just honestly felt like just something wasn't right. And you know, if something does come down, I'm not the type to be kiki up with the other girl or the other woman that he's dealing with. However, I do need answers, and not saying women don't lie out there about stuff like that, but it's obvious, you know, certain things weren't adding up on his end. And she's his child's mother or whatever, you know, so she would know better than anything. Um, so I just decided not like keep super tabs on her, but just keep my eye out on her, because obviously I'm gonna stay around. She keeps popping up, and you know, anyway. So excuse me. Oh my goodness. So pretty much, yeah. So it seemed like after she had, you know, sped off after slapping the taste out of his mouth, you know, I'm trying to calm him down. I'm trying to make sure he's okay. And, you know, he's once again, he just got that stupid look on his face. Like he just looked like completely defeated. Like, I can't get rid of this crazy girl. Um, stuck having, I got these babies with her that I'm about to have. And, you know, the way I don't know, like some people are good actors and actresses. And one thing I can say about California, he was definitely a good actor. He was a good actor. Like, oh my goodness. So he just looked really defeated. So we go back and get back to work and everything. We had a little talk about it, and you know, I tried to calm him down the best way I could, because but honestly, it's like it's one of those things, if you're not dealing with it or not really going through it, it's, you know, you don't really know how to um you know, comfort somebody else that's going through that. So, you know, I'm into my work. I think it's about an hour or so later, and he calls himself trying to come to me, telling me, he just looked real sad and upset. He just asked me, like, you know, how you doing? Like, what you doing? And I'm thinking, I'm working. What else am I doing? So I was like, what's wrong? Like, why, you know, you got your face all twisted up, like something is bothering you. And he's just like, yeah, you know, we just started talking a little bit about everything that happened, and he pretty much just breaks it down to me and tells me, we can't be together no more, Courtney. And I was just like, you can't be with me. Excuse me? You know, and it was just like, after all the stuff that you've done so far, you know, these boundaries that she's been crossing, that you're not setting with her. You know, she's pulling us to our job, following us around town. I'm putting up with that. She's hitting me up, unsending messages, got her friends hit me up on social media because of you. She pulled herself up to our job, so-called trying to threaten us. She slapped the mess out of you. And it's just like, and she's pregnant. It's just like, she's doing all this crazy mess to herself. And it's just like, I'm going, you know, hard for you, beside, you know, regardless of your drama or whatever. It's, you know, she ain't the first baby mama that I encounter. It probably won't be the, well, hopefully, because I'm glad Jordan don't got no kids. No drama for me. But yeah, I was just like, I'm just really thinking, like, all the stuff that I'm like putting up with being with you, and you got the nerve to try to end it with me. And so I'm not gonna lie, I did feel some kind of way about it. I was annoyed. I was bothered. I was not really much so bothered. It was just, I was a little bit in shock, and I was a little sad, because it's just like, once again, you already cheated on me, and I forgave you and took you back like a dum dum, you know, but at the same time, I don't know. I felt like, I don't know. I feel like my whole perception on relationships and men have changed over the past few years. Now, would I take a man back if he cheats on me? Absolutely not. I've just been through too much. And with California, he just brought my self-esteem down so low. My confidence was so low. Um, and even now, I'm still working on it. I don't feel like anybody is 100% at their where they want to be mentally and emotionally. And if you are, hey, congratulations, that's good. But you know, me struggling with the mental health issues that I have and stuff, of course, that and plus to all the other traumatic experiences I've been through, it can really bring you down. And one thing I can say about California, out of all the relationships, he's probably the second relationship I've had that has really brung me down, as far as my self-esteem, as far as my confidence, as far as my self-worth. Like, he really brought me down to a whole other level, lower than lower can go. You can't get no lower than the level of low that I was on. Well, maybe the baby mom, she was on a different level of low. She was on a different level of low. Yeah, she just, you know, used her anger and pettiness to, you know, put up that facade like she wasn't unbothered, but she really was bothered, because that's all she did was bother me. But anyway, so I did kind of feel some type of way. It's like, dang, it's this early on in the relationship, we're just having issues already, and you already on some BS. Like, you're already like doing way too much, and you want to end it. And I was just like, you know, I was just kind of over it. I said, if you want to end it, then all right, then just end it. I don't care at this point. Like, and so he was just saying, like, you gave me a lot of love and a lot of attention that nobody's ever given me for, and I thank you for that, because, you know, I needed it. And you know, I was sad, but at the same time, I just, I was just thinking, like, I don't want to hear none of that right now. Shut up. Like, just, ugh, ugh. So, um, pretty much we left it there. We went our separate ways. I went home and I was like, you know, I was sad about it, of course. But I was over it. I said, you know what? Maybe this is a freaking sign. If it's all this, if he's taking himself out the equation, that must mean that this is way deeper. Either you don't want me in drama, you're trying to make it easier for me, or you really just don't want to be with me. Either way, I ain't got time to be chasing you or be stressing out about it, which I did later on. Well, most of the time. After the time I got fed up and I would just leave him. I left him more than he would leave me. But yeah, so you know, we go our separate ways. And I would say, um, honestly, so let's say this took place. The babies were due. So we kind of went our separate ways. I would say like around June, July, maybe. I'm honestly not sure how long we were apart, like not together. I could have swore it was a couple of months though. I would say like, yeah. It probably was like a couple months. It just felt like it was a short amount of time. But it had to have been a couple months where we weren't talking, we weren't doing anything. We would just I don't think we had any like communication or talking like that. Um it probably was a month. It probably was a month. Yeah. Um I think probably a month we weren't talking. Um no no no. No 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 no. Hold on. See, we broke up so many times, y'all. It's really sad. Before we got married, it was just yeah. I was leaving him so much. He might have left me like once or twice, but he came crawling back all the time. Um, hmm, yeah. I would say it was probably maybe it was a month around this time that we weren't talking. Cause he, like I said, he had this thing of running back like a lost puppy, like, oh, like, you know, I want to be with you, I can't be without you, all this BS and stuff like that. So, um, it wasn't long after he decided to come crawling back like a little kid. Um, and I don't know how we got back together, but I got reeled back in, just reeled me up on a hook. And you know, we're back together and everything. Fast forward, I would say probably like maybe like a couple weeks later to a month later. Um, I know I had stuff to do, and I was still living with my mom at this time. Um, and I don't know. I was just woke up or whatever, and you know, I talked to California the night before, so she was just like, okay, like, you know, sweet dreams. I hope you sleep good. Good night. Have a sleep good and stuff like that. I say you too. You know, I'll talk to you in the morning. He said, okay, I'll talk to you in the morning. Boom. Because I think he liked to go to sleep early around this time. I don't know if he still does it, but he definitely went to sleep early, or maybe he didn't. So I'm not sure what exactly happened, but after a while I did figure it out. I called him the next morning. I woke up just to check on him, say hello, whatever. I think I texted him first. Um, and once an hour or two went by, I was like, he might be still asleep or something. So I'm gonna give it a little minute. Gave it a little minute, still didn't hear anything. So I decided to call him. I'm calling him, and my number is going straight to voicemail. And when I call, as soon as I dial it, please leave your message for 304 something something something. Please leave your message for. Please leave your message for. I'm just like, his phone, his phone got to be off. I said, but you know, that's not like him to really, um, the times that I've been around him, he's never really had his phone off. He'll probably have it on vibrate or something. He'll probably, but he's always like mostly put it on like the charger. Like most dudes, if you're not like, you don't be like out there trapping and stuff. You know what I mean? Like most of them like having their phones. Most guys like having their phones in their chargers or whatever. Be responsible. But the number was going straight to voicemail, and I was like, what? And just because of everything that happened, I'm sorry, something just felt wrong. Like something just did not feel right. Um, it just like every time we got back together, broke like red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag. And things happen with your phones. I understand, but his track record, it just wasn't adding up. So when you got a track record like how he does, you can't be surprised at somebody getting worried or whatever. Anybody would that's going through a situation like that. So something wasn't right. And I went on his Facebook or whatever, just to see if he was posting or anything. I said, he's not answering his phone. I'm hit up on Messenger, nothing. I go on his Facebook. When I go on his Facebook, tell me why this ninja, this fat, big head ninja, was it his profile photo or his cover photo? I think it was his cover photo. It was his cover photo. It's like a maternity picture. You know how when women are pregnant and they have baby, and usually they have the child's father in the picture, of course, like you should, but the issue is, if I don't know. I just don't. I feel like if they were to have a maternity picture, not saying the dad can't be in it, but not intimate like that. It's given y'all are together, y'all are raising this child as a family, like y'all are like together. You can take a maternity pictures and be holding the child, or be like when the child is born or something, but well, that's not even maternity pictures. You can take family photos, but no, not no maternity pictures, and not like that. He's holding her by her stomach or whatever. He kissing her on her cheek, and she just like that. And I was just like, so I take it upon myself to I go to her page or whatever, because you can see people comment on it and everything. People are liking it, and I'm so freaking embarrassed, because it's not just people like family and friends. It's people at our job that know him, that know her, that know me. So you got me looking all crazy right now. We're supposed to be in a relationship, and you out here playing house, taking maternity pictures with bimbo. Like, are you serious? And I'm thinking, wow, so this is what it is. You had something to do. You telling me good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow, knowing good and darn well, I don't know when he got these pictures taken. I don't know if it was that morning and they had just got them. It's no way. They had to have done this long before. They had to have done this like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I don't know, but that's impossible. And that would explain why you're not answering your phone. You got me on block because you over here playing house with her, trying to keep up this little image like y'all this little family. If that's the case, then why are you bothering me? What do you want then? So I'm pissed off. I was pissed. Like, oh my goodness. So I was like, okay. And of course, I go about my day. Of course, I'm mad. I'm heated. But it's nothing I can do. When I'm gonna go run and knock on the door, like, no. Because like I said, it was times where I would be done with California, and I made up my mind. And one thing I can say about me, when I really make up my mind and I put my mind to it, if I'm done with something or I'm done with someone in a situation, I'm done with it. You ain't got to worry about me no more. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be a lady. I'm going to be classy, and I'm going to go about my day like I always do. So I go to the market, I run errands, and I'm not going to lie, y'all, like the whole day, I'm really, really sad. Like, I'm like really, really depressed. I told my aunts about it, because whenever I have drama with a guy that I was with, I tell my aunts about it like immediately. And I was telling them, like, I can't believe he's doing that or whatever. And she was just like, well, just forget about him. He's a clown. He keep doing this and doing that. He's showing you who he is. And I'm listening, but I don't know. I just was so like caught up in this little, like, it's like this depression just can't hit me out of nowhere. And it just was like, it really just affected me the whole day. I don't think I really ate anything. I don't think I was really doing anything. I was just walking out the house looking any kind of way. I just really did not feel like myself at all. Um, and so, the day went on. He did not call me back. He did not text me. So he must have been around her, or he must have been putting up this, I don't know. He must have been playing house with her. So, I was beyond irritated, but I was also really sad and hurt. So day goes by, whatever. That's cool. Um, and what's this? This was a freaking Sunday. I think this was a Sunday. So guess what? Now I gotta go back to work and see who? California, as just perfect. So next day I go back to work, same 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. schedule. Get up, get ready, and I'm embarrassed now because it's like the whole anger and depressed thing just went to full-blown embarrassment, because now I have to be around a bunch of people who probably all of my business, people that's already talking about me, probably like a dog, because working in that place I used to work at, and you know what? I am gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Macy's. If you've been in West Virginia and you worked at Macy's, you know, and I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Macy's, because they messy as I don't know what in there. Most of them. All of them in my business and stuff like that. And um, I was embarrassed. I was just like, I don't want to be nowhere near this dude. If anybody cracks slick or asks me about him, I'm punching him in their nose. I don't care about losing his job. At that time, I was irritated. And I'm just trying to be the bigger person, probably trying to just go about my day, because people, believe it or not, like, for some reason, no matter how much of the high road I always try to take, people always want to push you and test you and see how far they can take you. And really, that just stems down to they're not happy with themselves. You're not happy with your life. You're not happy with anything. If you got to constantly be in people's business, constantly talking about people, bothering people, being messy, being petty, you miserable and you bitter and you're not happy with yourself. But don't bring that over here and try to disrupt my energy. And we all got our own stuff going on, but I don't take it out on other people. That's the difference. So I'm going about my, everyday routine, just working. And I forgot how California approached me or where I was at, but he did approach me. And I was just, at this point, I was just, oh, that's where it was. I was in a locker room. And my locker was all the way in the back of the locker room. His was like the second row in the front towards the door. So I'm walked past and I kind of see him at the corner of my eye. And he's talking to this little gremlin, little gnome that I don't like. Actually, she gonna come up later on. I don't like her. She used to be cool, but for some reason she just started running her mouth to California. So that's pretty much just the backstory. She just was making up all kind of stuff, talk about my mom, bringing up, saying she was, saying nasty stuff about my mom when my mom was going through a really rough time in her health. This is when she really started developing her autoimmune, and she has, like, I believe 3-4 different autoimmunes. So her body is like slowly shutting down, and she's been going through a lot also lately. So during this time, once California had told me some of the stuff she was saying, even though California is messy, she's messier. They all got a reputation for being messy. And I don't like her because she spoke about something about my mom, and I will literally put you on your neck. I will literally fight you for my mom. Like, I don't mean to get like physical or violent, nothing on here, but I do not play about like my family or my mom or people that I care about. And she was going through a really tough time, and she was really her most sickest. And she wasn't able to go back to work anymore. So I don't like that. But California pretty much kind of talked me out of trying to approach her or fight her. But pretty much that's just the backstory. But we're going to give her a name. Her name is going to be, I already gave Messy to somebody else, but she is Messy. So we're going to call her J. Her name starts with a J. She's really irrelevant. But yeah. And I don't care if she or anybody see this. You know what's up with me. You can catch me anywhere. Like I said. So Jay and her were talking, and she was pretty much, I could hear the conversation. She was like, I like the maternity pictures. Like, y'all look so cute. Like, she looks so pretty. And I was like, this little messy little heifer. Little raggedy. Courtney, get it together. So I'm walking past, and I see California looking at me kind of sad, and I ignored him and I kept walking, trying to be the bigger person, trying to be a classy like how I am, until people try me and get me out of my character. So after he's done talking to her, I guess she leaves out the locker room and he walks to the back where my locker is. And, he's trying to talk to me and everything. And I was just like, what? Like, what do you want? Because it's nothing that she can even say at this point. Like, what do you want? I said, really? I said, how come every time something goes wrong, you never are near your phone? You can never answer your phone. It's going straight to voicemail, something. I said, it's every time. And I noticed that he never answers his phone or is near his phone when he's with her. And if he is, he gonna turn that phone off or block my number. At least he would temporarily block my number. That's what he'd be doing. He wouldn't turn his phone off. He would temporarily block my number. And then he would do it to Bimbo too sometimes when he'd be with me. And I was just like, it took me so long to catch that onto that. But he's just pretty much just explaining, like, I wanted to do these maternity pictures just to make her happy. Like, she going through a lot, she's sad and depressed because me and her aren't together. And, I just wanted to do something nice for her or whatever. Just, do that. And I'm saying, I understand that, but you've done it. I think you've done enough so far. You being there to take care of your unborn children that are about to be born, that's enough. You being there in the delivery room when she gives birth and help her take care of, raise your children, that is enough. Maternity pictures, I said, you already had sex with her, California. You can't be, I said, now, just like she's overstepping boundaries, you're overstepping boundaries with me. I said, and I feel like, that's what I felt like. I feel like you are trying to play with my feelings and play with my emotions because of the little stuff that I let slide earlier. I said, I'm not letting that stuff slide no more. I said, that's disrespectful. You don't do that. I said, you don't even understand how that makes me look. I'm supposed to be your girl. I said, and whenever you doing stuff with her, you can't just, if you want to be with her, be with her. Don't play with me. He said, no, I don't want to be with her. I said, so why turn your phone off then? Why did you have to turn your phone off? That was unnecessary. Don't cut your phone off or block me or whatever you're doing so you could go run and play house with her. Like, no, I'm not the one. You're not going to be, we're not. Why am I always kicking the camera? Courtney, you're so annoying. Anyway, yeah, you want to go play house with her? Play house with her. And he was like, no, I don't want to be with her. And somehow, I don't know, really remember how the end of that conversation went, but we ended up being cool, making up, and together. I mean, 'cause I can't say we really broke up. It was just he wasn't answering his phone. But me being a dummy again, I, took him, I can't say I took him back because we never broke up. It was just okay, we just didn't talk for like a day. So of course we were together and everything, but it is a little weird because, not that you should care about what other people think, but I'm just looking at him like, it's really annoying because of how, like, this is making me look. It's making me look like I'm some side chick or something. And, your baby mama is you playing how, what are you doing? Like, it's not making sense. It's just not. I get it. Like I said, I'm the one that felt bad for her. And from the beginning, I told him he didn't want to go to his appointments. He didn't want to he didn't want to be around her. He said he didn't want to do anything. And I'm the one that's trying to push him to do right by his children that are about to be born, do right by her, help her. Like, she carrying that big stomach. I know that's a lot of weight for a woman to be carrying on her. So I'm encouraging him, go to your appointments. Don't you want to know how your kids are developing? Go see how they're doing. Go see what's what kind of health risk that she has, before she gives birth. Make sure that she is okay. Like, everything's not about you. You had the babies, you take care of them, but don't do little stuff. Don't take my words and twist them and then try to, overstep the boundaries, But I can't say that, honestly, in the beginning, I didn't have any boundaries. I didn't. He kind of screwed with my mind for a little bit until I started putting my foot down. And then he started noticing, like, oh, 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 this happened. Oh, she for real. Oh, she thinks okay, big stepper. Okay, yeah. I started setting boundaries because it just was not gonna, it just got way out of hand. It just became way too much. So that's just like a small story. I'm not gonna make it too long, but that's pretty much the story about him and me finding out about these little maternity pictures that he wanted to do with Bimbo. Um, and come to find out, yeah, I looked on her page too. She got all these pictures and stuff, the maternity pictures and everything. That's cool. That's all hunky dory. But I was just like, oh my goodness. I was, wow. You know how women get when they got a baby daddy or something and they running after somebody, they quick to post the maternity pictures to prove that they have a position in a dude's life. Like, whatever. Like, all right, they quick to post them little maternity pictures thinking they doing something. Girl, don't nobody want your man. Please, please. And the only reason, like, I didn't know nothing about the maternity pictures. I didn't even know, like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so pretty much that's just the end of the story. I'm not sure what I'm gonna title this one. Because it was just it was just too many instances where me and California just kept breaking up. He would have his moments where he would try to mess with my head and try to, storm off and leave me alone and make me feel low. But then he would come crawling right back. And then sometimes I would dump him, and then, he would beg or crawl right back. Then I would take him back. And then it was just this whole, like, it was so draining. It's really, really draining. Just the, and I think part of me, the reason why it's a little bit hard to remember now is because it's been a few years. I've moved on from all these experiences and stuff. But it could be draining talking about again because it was a lot of back and forth with me and him. A lot. Like, a lot. Definitely a lot. But yep, that's the end for this story time. If y'all haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, leave anything, because anything does help make my profile, my channel, more reachable to others. And it does push my content out there. I appreciate that so much. So let's bring in the new year, bringing in supports, more subscribers, more likes, more comments, and just tune in and just looking forward to giving you guys more content and way more exciting stuff because 2025 is a new year. I'm looking forward to so many blessings. I had a lot of ups and downs. I've had a lot of moments or bouts of depression this past like month or so. I guess it's like a seasonal depression because I heard a lot of people have been going through the same thing or dealing with the same thing. And it can be challenging. Some people can pick themselves up. Some people can pretend like they don't have it. And some people can just wallow in it for, until they get out of it. I'm just mostly that type to really try to pick myself up and kind of push myself. So for me to be doing this video and doing the content I need for you guys, just know that it's a lot and it's definitely not easy because my mental is definitely important to me. And it can be really hard when you unfortunately doing these kind of things and having your personal life, family, bills, and just all the things that come with life. So, yep, that is it for this video, and tune in next time. And also make sure you link, my social links are down below, so check that out and follow me on those if you want to. And yeah, that's the end of this, so bye.